What is going on, and welcome back to Hungary for Success with me, FoggyPlays on FM21. Today we're going to be taking on AC Milan in the first knockout round, second leg. We've already played them in the last episode in the first leg, and I did say we were going to come back and I was going to show you the youth intake. It was terrible. Not going to bother. We're going to take on Pest instead, and potentially do the draw for the next round. So if you do enjoy this episode, do make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Now let's get into the video. So in the first game today, we're taking on AC Milan. Form since you were here last has been pretty decent, to be fair. Beat Honvéd, then beat scootR twice in the Hungarian Cup to go through 4-0 on aggregate. Beat MTK and quite comfortably beat Mishkoved. So, comfortably atop the division, 13 points clear of Ferencváros, with 8 games remaining in the league. We also play Pest in the next round of the Hungarian Cup, which is going to be, if we make it to the final, it'll be Puskás Akadémia or Debrecen. We're going for 6th Hungarian Cup victory, and like our 8th, 8th league win in a row, which would be fantastic. But the most important one is against AC Milan, where we do need to win to get through. Barcelona have knocked out PSG, which is interesting. Juventus just beat CSKA. Chelsea have knocked out PSV. Real Madrid knocked out Inter. Liverpool knocked out Atletico Madrid quite comfortably. And Man United have beaten Bayern Munich. So we're going into this one with a somewhat changed side because of suspensions and injuries. Neri suspended and Mayer injured. Not ideal, but we're going to start with Kranic in goal. Hernandez, Medina, Montez, and Bordet as our back four. Kiembe and Kouassi in central midfield. Zhang as our right winger, because Roy Jensen and Lazare not been in great form recently. And Baride on the left, with Fuskis and Valev starting up front. Valev's form in the last 5 games has been absolutely atrocious, but he is still probably our best striker, so he's going to start regardless. Might come off at some point depending on how we do. I'm going to tell the lads to go and avenge what happened last time we played AC Milan, because we lost. We're one of the few teams this year that have been able to beat us, and I want to go out and do the business against them. So hopefully we can. We don't have any centre backs on the bench. Lago is probably the closest to a centre back we have on the bench. Bordet has the ability to be a centre back, so might have to use him if things go wrong and we end up having to make a centre back substitution. But from the first leg, I'm not looking 100% confident with this one. Montez hasn't really played a huge amount of football since he's arrived. He's been injured quite a bit, and we are it's not good. Not good. Okay, so 1-0 down after just over 7 minutes. Not ideal. Okay, and they have a corner. Medina heads it away, but Milan still have the ball, and now they're just kind of playing it around us. Montez gets in and clears it, but nobody's there to pick up the second ball. Hernandez gets done by Leo, and Rafael Leo puts it past us again. 10 minutes in, we are 2 down. 5-2 on aggregate. Yeah, I think this is I think we're done. I think we've officially lost this game. We're going to make just a tiny change. Fuskis and Zhang are going to swap positions. We'll see if Fuskis can do something cutting in off the right, and see if Zhang can get a goal from playing up front, because our players aren't really doing an awful lot, and I feel like just making a change for a change, or a change for change's sake, is pretty much all we can do, really. They scored 2 early goals. Not much has happened since. They do have a free kick, though. Okay, Kiembe. I thought it was one of the Milan players, but it cleared it, but nope. And now we're 3 down within half an hour. Okay, we're just going to go attacking. going to break the lads because we've given away another free kick. They seem to be absolutely dominating us from set pieces. Thankfully, they put that one just over the bar. Yeah, this is not going well. Didn't expect this at the start of the episode. Montez, that is what we need. And it's how lucky are AC Milan getting? It's bounced off the corner flag and come back in. Bordet hacks down one of the AC Milan players. Thankfully, he doesn't get booked again, but we are 3 down, so it's just going to be shouty at halftime. Kranic heads it forward. Zhang can't win the header. Hernandez gets beaten to the ball, but Medina, just super casual, gets it forward. Kouassi finds Valev, puts Zhang through, takes a punt from quite a sizable distance out. Fuskas, of course, it doesn't work out for us because it just does not seem to be our day. So I've just taken a jog. Thankfully, one of the defenders blocks the ball there. Baridze's picked it up. Bordet, big ball forward. Nobody's there to pick it up. Okay. I'm going to throw a water bottle because that was horrendous. I'm going to say I'm disappointed with everybody. And we are going to look to make changes. What do we do? Kiembe can come off because he's not been great. We're going to bring on Lago and swap him and Kouassi around. We'll do that for our first change. I'm going to demand more. I'm seriously considering going 3 up front, just balls to the wall. Just get the ball forward as much as possible. We do need to score 4 goals. So our decision needs to be made soon because AC Milan are just dominating us in this one. Okay, yeah, we're doing it. We're making a change. Baridze is going to play as an attacking midfielder. We're going to go 3 up front. You can do that. Make you an advanced forward, but I swap Zhang and Fuskas around. See what happens. Bordet. You're not much of a fan of attacking, but that's what you're going to be doing. Hernandez, actually, you can be a complete wing back because why not? Do I want to make a change? I think I might bring on Zigri for Zhang because why not? Zigri's not done an awful lot recently. He's not had too many opportunities either, to be fair to the man. Donnarumma dinks it out because now we don't have any wide players. The wing backs that they're using are going to have absolute worldly of a time. They can do whatever they want. They don't have to worry about wingers getting in their way. Big screen freeze, not ideal. And Nikola Savov slots the ball in the back of the net as if nobody's even there. Fantastic. Alright, so now we need to score 5. I'm going to demand more. Because, yeah, game's over, lads. Game's over. Who do we have on the bench that I want to give a chance to? Taki Sorensen, you can come on for Fuskas. Because, why not? Fuskas hasn't really... Oh, of course, Baridze has picked up a knock instantly after Sorensen comes on. So now we're down to 10 men. We actually have a chance to score. We have a chance of scoring a goal now. I'm going to demand more. AC Milan have another. Who is standing on Bordet? Bordet doesn't even attempt to stop the ball from going into the back of the net. This has not gone well. What we're going to do? Fuck it. Going to go to our all-out attack option. Just every time. It's not gone well. Bordet's picked up the ball. Finds Montez. If we win a corner, you get to see the craziness that I have created. Beautiful tackle by Montez. Goes out for an AC Milan corner. Probably going to score from this again because they seem to score from all their set pieces. Zigri's actually there to stop that one. Lago wins the ball and just kicks it into IntoRowZ. Can we score 6 goals in 3 minutes? I don't think so. I think this is officially over. Greenwich actually manages to make a save. He's really shown AC Milan, or Man City, that they made a great decision in signing him. And we've lost. Okay, so that was not ideal, I have to say. Really disappointed to be knocked out of the Champions League already. Medina had an absolute mare of a game at a 6.1. So we're going to be back in just a second for the game against Uj Pest. And hopefully we can put this horrendous defeat behind us. Right, fellas, so the game against Uj Pest is up now. Hopefully we can right the wrongs that have happened in the previous game. Not ideal. As you can see, Nkasi is one of our future players. He's out on loan at the moment. And he's done quite well for Pushkash Academia so far. So I'm quite interested to see how he gets on when he returns. But we potentially are guaranteed a Champions League place at the end of this match. So going into it, a couple of changes from the most recent game. We have some tired players as well, which hasn't helped our cause. Hernandez, not fully fit. I'm not going to risk him. It's not an exceptionally important game, so I'm going to sit him out. Baridze is out for 4 weeks. Not ideal. Kalmar can come in. He's one of our main left wingers in the Hungarian national team. And Mayer is out for 4 weeks with a fractured lower arm, so he's not going to be fit for this one either. But starting goal, Erde is back in because he's not registered to play in the Champions League, so it had to be Kranic. Kranic is outie. We've signed a new goalkeeper as well. Obviously not able to play today or this season, but he will make it into the first team for next season. I'll show you him maybe in a minute. Thorsten and Moeller are starting as our wingbacks, with Medina and Neary in central defence, with Kiembe and O'Neill starting in central midfield. Jensen and Kalmar as our wide men. Fuskis and Zigri getting a start up front. Hopefully, Zigri can find the form that he used to have, because he's been lacking just a little bit. Since he went out with an injury at the end of... Not at the end of, it was earlier this season he picked up a knock. He's not been the same player since. So I'm hoping he can come back, do the business, pop in a couple of goals today. He has had opportunities, just not actually scored. So we're going to pump our fists. Actually, thrash our arms. I expect a much better performance from last time. And just chuck a bit of motivation at everybody. We are going out there with the expectation of doing some football. Kiembe steps up to take the corner. Neary hits the post, and the game is still glitching. Not sure why. The Irish Pest team does have a lot of ex-Dorogi players in it. Kalmar with a looping backwards header. Quite a skill. Unfortunately, he didn't find the back of the net with it. But we are just pushing forward a little bit. Jensen. Beltran gets a leg to it. A pretty decent save by an ex-Dorogi goalkeeper who didn't get too many opportunities. Hudwagner doesn't play for Irish Pest anymore. He's actually gone to Torino. So I think he's 30 now. Getting his opportunity in Italy again. Hopefully he can flourish. Beltran was facing in the wrong direction there. Would have been a nice way to take a quick corner, a Trent Alexander-Arnold corner, if you will. Not even getting an opportunity to tell you who else is playing for them that used to play for us. SNT, we know he's one of our ex-players. Zigri's put Fuskis through, and Fuskis smashes it into the back of net. 36 for the season. Fuskis is actually doing quite well today. He has been a little bit poor in the last couple of games in the AC Milan game he was pretty trash. But I think he's decided to come alive again today. He still has interest from Atletico Madrid, so we'll have to see how that goes in the summer. Probably going to leave at some point. Kind of like having him in the team now. He's quite good. He scores many a goal. I think he's like the new Mandira, but better. I don't think we're going to be able to keep him. And that was actually quite a decent double save by Beltran, stopping Fuskas and Zigri from scoring. We do have one weakness in our team today. I would say a weakness in our team. Our wingers aren't, well, I suppose our wide midfielders aren't at the best. I wouldn't really call them wingers because they both are playing as inside forwards, but they're not our strongest position at the moment. Since Carlsberg left, we've lacked just a little bit in terms of wide players. As you can see, though, they're playing with Savic as a right winger, or a right-sided midfielder in the Ujpest team. He's not been that good, to be fair, so I think we probably sold him at the right time. Kalmar runs forward. Unfortunately, his pass to Fuskas doesn't really work. Medina's picked up the ball, though. Tries to find O'Neill, but Viviani is trying to prove to me that he should be in the Hungarian team, and he's not. Like, I think he played him once because we were lacking midfielders. Beautifully cleared away, though. Kalmar gets the ball down to Zigri, who walks past his man, and then the game just kind of glitched again. So they also have SNT, and Rocco Simic is a player that we had on trial, but we didn't actually sign. Last season he was actually at MTK for last season and the season before. Last season played 12 games and didn't score a single goal. So Ujpest paid 1.2 million for him, and now they're using him as their main striker. O'Neill, beautiful tackle, puts Rocco Simic through. Speak of the devil, fifth goal of the season, because of course it is. I mentioned him by name, and him and Savic kind of linking up. I know O'Neill was the one that tackled him for the through ball. I'd give it to Savic. But other than Beltran and Simic, they're not playing all that well. To be fair, we're not playing all that well either. Moeller, Jensen and Kalmar all having difficult games, I suppose you could say. To be expected, because Kalmar is making his first start of the season. I did consider playing Vertzi out on the left wing instead, because he is a striker, but he is quite good at playing left inside forward. But I thought maybe give Kalmar the opportunity to prove, because we did pay 5 million for him not too long ago, and he spent the start of the season, or the first half of the season, I suppose, in Germany. It was just because when Carlsberg left, I needed a backup left winger, and Fuskas can't beat Beltran again. Beltran is kind of staking the claim for why he should have been kept around. To be fair, though, we've had quite a number of good goalkeepers in our time, and Erde is just the most recent of those. We have lost quite a number of good young goalkeepers, which is quite frustrating. It's the difficulties of Medina with the handball. It is the difficulties of being in a country that's just has a lower rating than every other country that we're trying to sign players against. So, like if Italian, English, German, Spanish, Portuguese club come in for a player, they're going to go there. Oh, Kiembe, what an absolute screamer of a goal. Fuskas with the assist. But yeah, like there's a Polish player I'm trying to sign at the minute who, like, we're going to be paying over the odds to get him. He's quite good, but we would have to pay a lot of wages to him just to get him to even consider joining us. Like, there's a South African left winger that I was chasing for a good 3 years, and we could never get him because he didn't want to join a club in a country that wasn't high enough standard. So wasted his potential. Then PSG came along and signed him, and now he's not really playing all too often. So he would have been easily up there, duking it out with Carlsberg. I think he would have been the left winger that would have dispossessed Carlsberg. But he decided not to sign for us, even though I had so many offers accepted for him. He just never joined. And I always wonder where we would be in the world of football had he signed. Probably not much further than we are, because we're doing pretty decent, to be fair. Daniel Canmar is about to be taken off, but has put the ball in the back of the net. I'm still going to make that change. He's still going to come off. Himself and Zhang are coming on for the two that combined for that goal. We've had 30 shots, 21 on target. We've only managed to score 3 goals. So, final substitution. Who do we have on the bench that I want to bring on? I'm going to bring on Lago for Kayembe. Just pop O'Neill over to be the Mazzella, because Lago, absolute screamer after screamer after screamer when he plays box-to-box midfielder. Just don't want to overuse him because he's a little bit young, still learning. Verzi finds Zigri. It's been quite good today in the, setting up. Okay, I thought that was being given as a free kick, and I was like, how? He's like 3 Ujpest players ahead of him. Neary heads just over. Okay. Game is finished. It's 3-1. Ujpest would need to score 2 rather quick goals, unfortunately for them. Zhang has stolen the ball. Fuskas breaks free. And Beltran yet again with another save. This is interesting. I'm not used to teams doing this against us. I'm surprised Neary didn't put that one away, because Neary's quite good at the old heading. Medina, though, is a little bit better. I don't know why Medina's not the one getting on the end of those corners. Because he is the one that's being aimed at. So, interesting. For a second I thought Savic was playing at left back. I was like, interesting tactic. Play a guy who's naturally a striker, who I turned into a right winger, at left back. Fuskas does end the game now. This is done. 4-1. I've already praised the lads. Can't praise them again. Well done, lads. Chuck a bit more praise than 4-1. I'll take it. Did get a little squeaky bum time at the end of the first half when they scored. I was like, maybe we're not going to win this game quite so comfortably. Fuskas, what a tackle by Nistor. That is slightly unexpected. Beltran boots the ball clear, but only as far as Thorson, who's really not been given that much opportunity. For Hernandez has been fantastic this year. Fuskas, Beltran again. Beltran's man of the match. For me, Beltran, man of the match. Absolute belter of a game by the keeper. It's probably going to be Fuskas because he's on an 8.9, but Beltran's on an 8.7. What? 8.8. Best goalkeeper in the world? Potentially? Well done, lads. We have secured Champions League football for next season. First place does actually make it into the group stage, which is the first time we've managed to do that. So maybe this summer we'll be able to attract better players. Because as it is right now, we're getting decent players from not the first teams of a lot of clubs, which, see, like this guy, Thomas Jurek, not interested in joining the club, concerned about moving to Dorogi has expressed doubts over the level of infrastructure and standard of living in the country. I was going to pay 10 million for him. So we have qualified for the Champions League by securing a top 2 finish. Budget for next season, 134 million, 1.6 million in wage budgets, and nothing has changed. Fuskas, man of the match. To be fair, I still think it should have been Beltran. He had an absolute belter of a game. Beltran, belter. But yeah, the player that we signed, as you can see, we have a couple of other transfers in the offing. 4.2 million for this guy. Oh, he looks fruity. But I'm not going to show it to you now. I'm going to wait until the summer to show you the players we're bringing in. But the guy we brought in is Elvis Palays. He's pretty goddamn good. January, February, March. He's just celebrated his birthday the day before he arrived at the club. He only arrived today. Like, literally, it's just after arriving here. So, could be the next Oscar Cordoba. So, like I said, just arrived today, the day after his birthday. So, that's quite interesting. For the next episode, what do we do? I don't think there's an awful lot. We're going to win the league, so maybe bring you back for that, and then we just play like the last game of the season, because like we are 13 points clear with 5 games left, so we could actually win the league in the next match, which is against Fasas, a team we should absolutely slap. So we'll figure out what we're going to do for the next episode when the next episode arrives. So if you have enjoyed this episode, do make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share with all your friends, and I will see you in the next one.